Alright, good evening, YouTube. Thank you for everyone who watched. Super Bowl was on Sunday. It was incredible. I freaking loved it. One of the big commercials that caught my eyes is I don't try to watch too many movie trailers, but I saw this one. I was like, wow. Cloverfield Paradox. The new Cloverfield movie, originally titled God Particle. I've been following it for a long time because I really enjoyed Cloverfield. Love 10 Cloverfield Lane. John Goodman and Mary Elizabeth Winstead in it were incredible. It was a great contained thriller. The ending I really enjoyed. I wish they had a whole movie like that. And so I was really eager for the next part in the Cloverfield saga. If you really know about Cloverfield, you'll know that even outside of the movies, there's tons of Easter eggs, there's websites. They've actually planted just random items in lockers and just hidden around the areas. In real life, you find the clue, it leads you to another Easter egg in the Cloverfield universe. It's really incredible how they're doing such a big universe. And I'd say they're more anthology films, but just the whole thing they're going for is so cool. I don't think any movies have ever been connected like this, especially from like real life to in the movies. And so there's tons of Easter eggs that come up. People are still trying to figure out how the movies are connected, as if you've watched them, you know, they don't really have a coherent plot. I will get into spoilers from Cloverfield, 10 Cloverfield Lane, and Cloverfield Paradox. So if you haven't watched them yet, please go do it. And then come back, because some of the stuff you might not even understand. There's a typical Easter eggs of the Cloverfield Paradox that you can see in all of them. The name Kelvin, Slusho was in there. But there's a few other ones that are really discreet that show you how each film is connected. Now, Cloverfield Paradox, really good, typical sci-fi film. It didn't have really standout stuff. The acting was hit or miss at times. It felt real, though, which was really good. It was acceptable. It was still a good film. I'd watch it again if I have to. It's the lowest rated in the Cloverfield saga thus far, and frankly, I'd agree. Especially the ending turned off a lot of people because they really don't understand how it's going, and truthfully, I don't either. But I'm excited to figure out how it goes. So I'm going to go through some of the Easter eggs, theories, mostly review the movie, stuff like that. Now, even on Looper and other big-time channels that are covering the Easter eggs from the movie, one, they did not point out the newscaster from Cloverfield Paradox is the same actress, so probably the same person, as the crazy dying lady from 10 Cloverfield Lane, the one who was banging on the door and window. So using that, you can automatically assume that the main universe, before, spoiler alert, the dimensional things came in into Cloverfield Paradox, is connected to 10 Cloverfield Lane. Possibly. Because Cloverfield Paradox opened up multiple dimensions. That means they could all take place in different dimensions. Again, it's incredible what they're doing. I'm guessing in the long run it is just going to be anthology movies like what Halloween tried to do or VHS does. But either way, I'm entertained. I think J.J. Abrams is going to do a lot more than that and make it more special. But we'll see. So there's that big Easter egg, obviously. At the end of Cloverfield Paradox, the scene that I love the most is because I loved Cloverfield. Right at the end, they're in the spaceship. They're falling back down to Earth. They go through the clouds, and now from the clouds comes the monster from Cloverfield. Now, it's a lot bigger than the original Cloverfield, and the original Cloverfield is about half the size of the Empire State Building, and this one is above the clouds. It was said to be a baby in the first one, so might be its adult size, or they're in another dimension where these things are just freaking massive and running rampant. Thirsty. That's good stuff. And so again, that blew my mind. I thought it was incredible, made me excited, maybe. And another one, so in Cloverfield, at the very end credits, while the credits are rolling, there's a scene, they're recording a movie where one of the little Easter eggs, a satellite falls into the ocean in the background, supposedly waking up the Cloverfield monster. It's being hypothesized right now that that satellite was from Cloverfield Paradox, thus causing Cloverfield Paradox to create Cloverfield. Another big problem with the Cloverfield movies is you don't know the timeline. You can have ideas, you can guess, you can kind of pick the years, but for the most part, you don't really know. I believe Cloverfield Paradox is the first one in the series that they're going this way, except the next one coming out, which, what is the film name? I want to say it's going to be called Warlord, starring Kurt Russell's son, Ryan Russell. Awesome actor, I love him, he's funny. And it's going to be set in World War II. So not including that right now, that might change everything, which it probably will. So Cloverfield Paradox is right here, immediately followed by Cloverfield. And I want to say at the exact same day Cloverfield happens, 10 Cloverfield Lane happens. Because you think if there's a giant alien attacking New York, you think that lady in Texas would know about it. So that's where I think it's going. That's my ideas. If you have any other theories on the Cloverfield saga, if there's any Easter eggs you think are really cool that you haven't noticed, I mean, you've noticed and no one else has, please point them out. That's what's cool about these movies. Even if some of the movies aren't the absolute best, it's still entertaining and captivating that they're doing something movies have never done before. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like more of my movie type review rant, please let me know in the comment section because I love movies. It's my guilty pleasure. If you want me to go back to fitness stuff, comment that. I'm good at it all. All right. Thank you all. Please like, subscribe so you know when the next videos I have coming out. And thank you all so much.